wasn't sure I was live there for a second because I got an error message saying I didn't go live, but I can find the stream on my phone, so I guess we're live. So, hello Twitch streams, and welcome to Hytale. Now, today we're going to be running a little experiment, but first I'm going to show the origins of this experiment. So, if I go into live stream, I moved over to the pre-launch so I can get early access to patches before they go live to other people, so that I can review them. So although patch 2 went live today, I've actually been messing around with it for a couple of days, but yes, I'll get that error message from time to time. But something I recently came across was information on how to locate and use the seed information. So, if I go into this is the world I set up on my first live stream of Hytale and have been using for the episodes. So we go into the map here. So we've got the tower here, the fort there, spawn is there, and you've got like the Torque camp there. So we've got this world here. Now, if I go to main menu, go into worlds, click on test here. This is the one I've been testing patch 2 on. My computer's been running a little slow the last couple of days, so bear with me, the loading screens are going to be rough. So, here we are, we're inside the spawn. Temple, fort, spawn, Torque camp. This is the same seed as live stream. So I'm now able to run a seed, and we're going to do a little experiment with this, and we're going to see if there's a seed 0. Now the first thing I need to do is create a new world for this test. Exploration world is totally fine. Creative would work as well. Either's fine, and we're going to call it 0, because if this works, that's what it is. It's the 0 seed. I'm going to create world. Oh, I meant to say I am now part of the creator program for Hytale here, so I do actually have a creator code. Let's see. Make a pinned comment. If you would like to buy the game and would consider supporting my channel. That's not how you spell mine. Where'd that button press come from? My creator code is C underscore wildcat. Pop that into chat, pin that comment, and leave it pinned until the end of the stream. There we are. So we now have that sitting there. Right, so now we've got this new world here, and the very first thing we're going to do is immediately exit. All I needed was the file. And now we're going to close Hytale. And this should take us back to the launcher. If not, I'll just launch it again. Yeah, it's funny, I thought I had the launcher running in the background, but that's fine, we'll do it this way, it's not a big deal. So, we've got the launcher, and we're going to go up into this tiny little button up here, Settings. Now this is where you can switch your patch line from release to pre-release, which is where I am. So if you're interested in doing like the beta testing and stuff, that's what you do, switch it there. But we're going into Open Directory. Now this thing causes the problem of I don't have this window here currently linked to my stream. What do I do about this? Quickly add it. Window capture. Window capture 2, that's fine, whatever. Select File Explorer. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go into User Data. We're going to go down to Saves. And then you'll see the 3 folders here. So we've got Live Stream, Test, and our new one, 0. Now, if you're going to duplicate one, so if we go into Live Stream here, you go to Universe, Worlds, Default, and you open this config file in like Notepad or something, and there's a line there that for the seed, and you can just copy that number, but when you're then copying it onto another world, so if you then go into, like I say, my test one here, so again you go Universe, delete the folder that says Players, just in case, go into your Worlds, Default, delete Chunks and Resources, because that will be any already spawned in like items from around the spawn area. And you want to reset everything so that it forces the update, and then you go into the config again and you type in, or if you've done a copy, you can do a copy and paste of the seed you want to use into that file. So what we're going to try and do is I'm going to go into 0 here, go into Universe, I'm going to delete the players, just in case. I shouldn't need to do this because there's not anything on that world, but, and then I'm going to highlight both of those and delete them. So the game is now pushed all the way back to first generation. And now I open this with Notepad. Just trying to open it with Blockbench, which won't actually work. And then I'm going to need to add yet another screen here. For Notepad. So here. So we've got all this now. So you'll like display name 0, and then you see their seed. How many digits is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 digit seed. Wow. Anyway, I want to change all of that to a 0. Hytale, default, everything. So leave all that the same. File, and save, then close. And then in here, we just close. In a launcher, you can close this. Now you can close the launcher and restart it. You shouldn't need to. We should be able to just hit play. And then hopefully log into our world. Why is that not displaying? There it is. That is showing now, right? Yeah. So now if I go Worlds, And we go 0. Now I have no idea if a 0 will work. This might absolutely break the game. Do we have a 0 seed? And if we do, what's it look like? Because I know if you try and force a 0 seed in Minecraft, like weird things happen. Like it don't work. It's loading chunks. It's actually loading chunks. There's a 0 seed. We're in a game. There's a 0 seed. Well, this experiment just kicked off. Getting a little bit of lag, but again, my computer's been running a little slow. I think my antivirus did an update and it's like completely messed everything up. Oh, give me some like fiber. No? Mean. Right. The candle there. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Not a half bad spawn. We've got some stone there. Got the river here. Ooh, we got a mountain. We got a huge mountain. Is that a mine? We've got a mine. We've got a mountain with a mine in it, like right at spawn. You're kidding. So you've got a big cave here, but forget that. I'm pretty sure I saw what looked like a mine up here. It is! We've got a mine just plonk right here. Now that's a nice view. I mean, this mine can't be particularly big, considering it's at the top of a mountain. Oh, we've got a skeleton there, and I haven't got any weapons or anything yet. Doesn't seem to stick out this side. And there's the temple over there. It's not too far away. And here's another entrance into the mine on this side. Blink. Oh, this one's right next to a chest. Let's have a look. Now, what I should... I mean, there's a load of copper right there. Eesh, that skeleton's still chasing me. What I should quickly do is go back into that JSON file and just confirm that it is actually a 0 seed and that putting in 0 didn't like make it just re-randomize the seed. So what we're going to do is just going to quickly go back in here for safety and quit the main menu. Close the game, quickly open the launcher back up again, and settings, open directory, so user data, saves, that would be where you would put in the mods, was the mod folder back there, 0, universe, worlds, default, config, open with notepad, and the seed is still showing as 0. So we actually have a 0 seed, a functional 0 seed. I honestly thought that was going to completely break the game. My backup plan was to take the seed number from my live stream and do a minus that number and see what happens. Well, yeah, we're on the 0 seed. Well, right, first things first. Tools, basic sword, torches. Get in that mine, got the thing. We empty it. It shouldn't take too long to explore because I don't think there'll be too many levels. Unless it goes down deep inside that mountain, it potentially could be huge, but I think it's just the top. Right, grab the sticks. Still got that slight lag issue, but that's neither here nor there at the end of the day. Right, chop down a tree. Do I have enough for... I'm missing plant fibers. Any of you want to give me some plant fibers? Seriously, you're going to make me run over to the big pile of bushes way over here? Huh. Well, that lag is absolutely hilarious. I seriously need to figure out what's running in the background to cause that, but it's not stopping the gameplay, it's just making it a little unpredictable. Right, axe, craft. Tree, fell. Grab that little bit of rubble while we're there. Pickaxe, craft, torches, craft all. 16, yeah, that'll do. I should probably make a sword too, huh? Because there is skeletons in there. I'm thinking we level off this bit, sort of between the caves and below the mine, and build our house here. So it looks out over spawn. You can just make out the temple over there. And we should be able to gather resources, not just in the mine, but in the caves. So I'm thinking that's where we set up the base. Right, activate that torch. And go here, activate this torch. Right. And that's the end of that path. There's no side paths. So I could start taking these rails and maybe do something with them. Ooh, more apples. Right. So now we're supposed... Oh, it does go down. Hello, Celeste Lucy. We're doing an experiment. I forced the game to load seed 0. I wasn't even sure 0 was a legitimate seed, but apparently it's working, and it's given me a mine this close to spawn. There's the spawn mound. So you exited just on the other side of that, and you walk up here and you're straight into a mine. This is the most crazy seed I've seen. And I wasn't even sure it would work. ratty, that's going to get me some hide, and then you've got those little bugs. Ooh, what's a mage? And more rats. Is that another mage? I thought I heard a spell going. Is he over here? I've got a mole rat. Right, so here's some copper, better grab that.
Cheese.
At least that one didn't blow my eardrums out today. Usually that particular sound effect goes off like a grenade in my ears. Or maybe I'm just going deaf. I already emptied that chest, didn't I? Yeah. So I've got a minecart here. That goes with the rails, that's good. Not that I need that torch lit, but we're lighting it anyway. There we go, up these little stairs, check this chest. Ooh, bow. I don't have any arrows, so it's not going to do me any good. But right, so how's that looking for getting down and potentially back up again? I think we go over here and we grab this little extra bit of wood here. Oh, that just took out all the wood. That's a glitch. Bloof! Yeah, that hole's way too big for trying that nonsense. Hey, Zoe Skylar, welcome in. We're experimenting with seed generation in Hytale. I put in seed 0, and we got a spawn area here with a mine inside a massive mountain directly behind it. With also 2 caves that are probably the same cave. I wonder if either of them links back into that lower part of the mine now that I think about it. Let's have a look. It does. So I can walk in there and access where I just fell over dead. Like I said, I wasn't sure how the seed coding would work. That if I put in a 0 seed, would it even work? Because I know in Minecraft you can break the game doing that. I've seen people doing it. I mean, sometimes it works, but it doesn't always. Whereas this one just seemed to work. I just put in... Okay, you have to go and manually edit a file, and it's like... It takes a little bit to set up. But... Right. Can we get back up top here? I think that's a bit subjective at the moment. You've got to remember Minecraft is one, a completed game, and two, been out for donkey's years. Hytale is early access because it's still in development. Now I play a lot of early access games. I've played a lot of beta tests. That's been something of a hobby of mine in the past. So I tend to view the game by what I think it can be rather than what it is now. At the moment, Minecraft probably is the better game at the moment. If Hytale manages to pull off half of what they are suggesting they're going to do, they'll easily be right up there with Minecraft. And if they do everything they say they're going to do, it won't even be a contest. But they're trying to do different things, and that's actually the beauty of it. They're not trying to directly compete with Minecraft. The developers themselves have basically said they, still play Minecraft, play both games. I'm not going to go and uninstall Minecraft. I probably won't play it as much, but am I going to be able to make this jump? Well, I had work earlier today, so that's always bleh. Right, let's go over here so I can hopefully get a bit more room to try and make the jump. You're in my way. Thank you. Got it. I'm not sure if I can make that jump, but this is another thing that's very different because it has like parkour built in, essentially. Well, thank you. Missed the jump. Of course I missed the jump. Come on, jump! You did it a second ago. What was that ping? I can't see that bit. Hey, new follower! Thanks for the follow, Zoe. Ow. Well, at least I got the jump that time, but I hit something. What did I hit? Probably the log? So what I need is probably... Oops, that was the wrong one. Place that there. And now I should be able to make the jump. Like that. So I was able to actually climb that entire mine shaft with small amounts of modifications. Now let's see if I place the rope, because I can climb back up the rope in normal circumstances. That didn't work. So I wonder how I place that lower down. I don't really want to be doing the parkour stuff again to it. Okay. Oh, I'm doing that too quick. Well, what other games do you usually play besides Hytale and Minecraft? At the moment I'm running Fortnite Blitz Royale mode and Risk on my YouTube channel. But I play a variety of games, depends what I'm feeling like that particular period in time. play survival games and that from time to time as well. I fell a little further down than I wanted there, so I'm going to need to climb back up again. Excuse me. Will you jump when you're told? Why are you just walking off the end? Do a jump. Now I can't make the jump. I made that jump before. I did climb all the way up there. Alright, when I had a pickaxe in my hand I was climbing up these like it was nobody's business, and then now that I don't, it's not working. A bit over a year. Maybe over a year and a half actually, now I think about it. Yeah. Anybody can look like a pro if you just pretend to be confident. Seem to make that jump. Don't fall back down there. Yeah. All this because I want to try and rebuild that rope at the top. Fine, we'll just climb up. Where's the exit? It was over here, wasn't it? See the light over there. Light that while we're there. Yeah, and this is the chibi version of her. If we pause the game for a little bit, I can pop over here. So, hi. So, this is me. But we also have not so chibi. Hi. This is one of my alternate outfits. Hello. This is one of my newest ones. This is a little experimental outfit that I did with the mucking around with the hair tones. This is the one I'm using in my Fortnite streams. It's based on the skin I play in Fortnite. If it wants to load. Come on, load. Why are you not loading? Did I break it? The skins are all loaded. Why Fortnite skin not want to load? Ah well, whatever. It's not important. And then I've got a bunch of other experimental stuff in there. I mean, I've got Amy Rose skin that I made just to see if I could. I just made them myself. Mostly in Vroid, but Vroid Studio. Yeah. Vroid lets you make the 3D ones. So you can shape the body. So you'll select like a basic frame essentially, and then you can just like the arm lengths, the skin tone, how much body mass they have, how big their eyes are, how big their head is, and like morph the body. I mean, like I said, I experimented with. Let's see, do I have her on here? Yes. Amy Rose from Sonic. So she has a little hair. Custom outfit, custom boots, custom skin, custom hair. I think about the only thing on here that isn't custom is the ears. And even them I've modified. So yeah, if you've got the patience. A lot of people say, oh, Vroid Studio, it's all pre-made. Yeah, not really. you get a framework, you work with it. One, they cost money, and I don't have the money to pay for it. Two, I'd rather learn how to do it myself than, you know, give it to someone else, you know. It's just the kind of person I am. I'd want to do it myself. Right. Can we finish making this rope so I'm able to climb up here without having to do the parkour? Although you don't want to jump on from that side, because then you'll probably get stuck on all the railings on the way up. Jump on from this side. There we go. And then pop, and we're back at the top. Yeah, that works. Actually, where did I put it? Oh, that's not working anymore. That's okay. So I can't show that one just now, but if I quickly pop into Steam here. And go VTube Studio, launch. I do have a somewhat custom one for VTube Studio. Again, it's a kit that you can acquire that has samples that you can then use to create your own character. So switch back over here and just check Yeah, that one links to the correct window. So we hide that just now. That brings up that one. And why is it not running? Come on, launch today. Before the stream ends. I pray to God it saved, because the last time I went in here it deleted my character and I had to remake it. No, it's still there. Yay! God, all these messages like to go away. I can close that, and I go in here, turn the camera off in here. And that should turn the camera on in here. And settings, camera, calibrate. Okay, so that should be showing this one. As I said, I can't purchase any new models, so unless you were giving me a free model, it's not going to work. As I literally have zero money. None. Nil. Zilch. Zero. Nada. So, yay. Bye-bye. Turn that camera back on, recalibrate it. And then turn that off and that on, and yay, we're back. Back here, return to game. Oh, there's a torch over there I didn't like. I mean, it doesn't need to be lit because it's like outside, but eh. So yeah, there's spawn, there's the platform I want to level out and terraform and build my house on. Right, I should probably head to the temple and get that done. Some more copper ore just sitting here in the open. Well, I'll take that. So yeah, I do have 2D models. Heck, I think I've even got a PNG model that I made myself. It's not the same as this character. It's based on the first animated character I ever made, all the way back in 1998 for an interactive CD-ROM I was creating as a project for my college course that I was on. Yes, I am that old. Baby piggy! Hello, baby piggy. No, it was 99, not 98. Different project in 98. We'll just ignore the golem over there, loot the chest. Yeah, I can use that bow now, I've got a couple of arrows. And we'll skip around them onto this side and go loot this chest. More arrows! And some food! And then we go, bye golem! Hello, hello. Right. Okay. Feedback rootling, seedling discovered. Catling. Doe, a deer, a female deer. Stag, bunny, duck, minnow. See if we can get the birds. Hole's too far away. I don't think I can climb up that one. Squirrel. I was hoping it would be high enough to trigger the memory of the owl. So we've got the rabbit, we've got the deer. Alright, so there are 3 other birds in here to try and get a memory for. There's the bluebird, the finch, and the barn owl. There's barn owl. There's a bluebird up there. And the finch is green, so it should be relatively easy to spot. Oh, come on, I should have been close enough to get that bluebird. Yeah, I missed. Ah, there's a finch. Way up there. There's another one over here. Finches are quite hard to spot, being small little birds. How many am I currently packing in terms of memories? 10. So that's enough to unlock the first, well, unlock. So I guess we'll go hand them in. It'll do for now. Then we exit and we go start doing the work on that little plateau next to the mine where we're going to set up our house. need to start thinking how I want my house to look. Oh, better move before he decides to start punching me. I forgot he was still going to be there because I hadn't actually eliminated him. Spiders. Die, spider. Want to head towards spawn. Yeah, that way. Should probably chop down another tree on my way. I'll need the wood. Oh, a ruin. There might be a chest here. Ah, come on, don't kill me there. That's just mean. Oops, I better take out the old death marker so I don't end up getting confused. Ah! Run! Run! Run, 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 run! Did not want to antagonize a bear. Now, you can get down there. Go play with the bear. Ooh, a halberd. Wait, did that say steel halberd? The one I got in my other save was a rusty iron halberd. This is a steel one? That means it's an even better one. Food, that's what we was looking for. Eats! Nom nom nom, regain health. Owie. Ah, tiny little mouse. Die. And stay dead. Right, I can remove that death marker. And continue to head back towards spawn. Oops, accidentally woke the bear up again. Run! Right, fortunately bears can't use doors. So he should get bored and leave in a minute. Right, we can craft one of those, that's handy. Craft one of those, I'll craft one of those because I'll need that. Right, I'm going to need to do a momentary be right back. I just remembered I need to check on something, so bear with me. about that. My character looks a little off here. Guess that'll do. Right, back to the game. You know what, we'll sleep the night away here. And then we'll pick that back up once we've got a house to put it in. Right, put torch away, don't need that now. Probably want to get this ready. Now, what level do I want to take this to for the house? I think probably about this level. So I want to flatten this all out. Can I make a shovel? Not until I've got iron. Okay. Yeah, I think that should be far enough in that direction. Use this dirt to expand out the platform. Make sure we've got plenty of space. Start here, so we're going at this level. I think that's enough space for what I want to build. I need to come out a little bit further yet. Start just knocking out these unnecessary bits here. Yeah, that feels a bit better. Right. I'm not going to mine all of this down, I'm just going to effectively push the slope back so that it's not like a cliff on the edge here. I'll repair that after. This way we're still able to access the slope. And I get some more dirt in hand to try and finish building out the platform here. couple more. Done. So like in this stone bit, we have the front door here. So the wall is going to be against this slope, but that's fine. Maybe have the door come out onto the stone here, and have the wall along here. This area at the back will get turned into a garden. Put the workstations on the ground floor, build an upper area, that's where the bed will be. Got a decent amount of wood. Right, do I have enough for a builder's workbench? Yes. Right, plonk that there just now. And we take that wood, craft all. That one makes different planks. Okay, I thought it might have been a similar enough wood. What about you? So you're making hardwood. Maple log does redwood planks. That also does redwood planks. And that's lightwood planks. So we use the lightwood for flooring. And then we see what other trees are around here. Right, let's start marking out the floor. So if I'm putting like an entranceway there, we have a wall going this way. So let's see. How big do I want this to be? Do I go all the way out to the end here? Oops, wrong button. I'm going to need more wood. I don't even have enough wood for making flooring out of this stuff. So what we'll do is we'll pick this back up, we'll put it back into the workbench and see if we can turn it into planks. That will get us more. So like the half slab, I mean, rather than planks. I'm still thinking we're going to use that wood for the flooring. Right, so that's going to double. So that gives us 36 now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means 8, 16, 24. So we do another 3 layers. Okay. I need to find more wood to make more flooring. So I'm not sure that's quite big enough. Oops, Forgot to fix that. I was hoping it was still set from the last installation. I think if I go back another 2, I think that probably will do it. So the wall there, wall here, and this gives us the garden space here. We'll probably have a gate here so we can exit out. Not you need a gate, you just jump over the fence, but now, do I make a staircase to the upper floor or do I just use a ladder? And the upper part where the bedroom is, do I make it a whole floor or a partial floor with like a balcony? And if it's got a balcony type area, we probably want the bedroom up here, so it's like over the front door in here, with the balcony here giving us the views. Yeah. Right. We need wood. Lots and lots of wood. I also need to figure out which wood I use to get the light wood for the flooring. Because I need to make more of that. Oh, that bear's still here. Trying to do this with no armor is not a smart idea. Worked though. Oop. Oh, that's some wheat and life essence. Right, that's aspen. Is that the same as this white tree over here? Because the wood we used to make that flooring was a white wood. So what are you? Are you aspen? No, you're birch. Okay, so that gets us a light wood. So that should probably be enough to finish the floor and a little bit more besides. We can use for like furniture or whatever. We've got loads of ash, redwood, oak. Put these down because they should all be the same tree around here. So yeah, these are all oak. Should probably eat something and improve my health a bit. That's beech. Might still work. Right, we should be able to start making some walls. And we can finish making the floor. And then any birch we don't use on the floor I can probably use to make fencing for the garden area. Right, how much do I need? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Done. And we're going to take the oak log turn that into hardwood planks. Or do we go with ornate? Do like a layer of ornate around the bottom to mark the wall. So how much am I going to need then? Oh, I'm now carrying too much. What can I quickly throw out? Chest, because we can throw stuff in that. Like all the wood. Right, so there's going to be a door there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 6, 7, 28, 29, about 40. And I've only got 32 oak logs. Are you an oak? Oh, bear with me. Got bot coming in here. Yeah, deny that. That's a bot. That can go away. That don't need to be here. I don't think this is oak. No, this one isn't oak, so that's not going to help. I don't have enough beech. I'll just have to make all the oak ones just now and then see how many I'm needing. So we'll craft a bunch of these to go around here. Do I need to do it on that internal corner? Leave the space for a back door to get out into the garden area. Too short. That's it, just two. Right, is that an oak tree over there? Might be. Yes. Perfect. Take this one out now. This one's a big one. Oh, look at that, I didn't even get the whole tree. Because some of it's like effectively connected to the ground there. Which is so funny that that'll happen. Come on, jump up. So that tree had branches going into the stone that was like holding up parts of it when I tried to knock it down. should give me enough to be getting on with. Yeah, we're out into the garden area here. Yeah, so be in the garden, you'd have views. Right, first things first, on here, put that in there, grab 2 more of those. Was it 2 or was it 3? 2. Okay. Now, windows and such. So I don't need to worry about windows too much on that side because it's just onto a wall. And we probably want to build our staircase for the upper area on this side. So we have a small window here, probably about 3 blocks. Put a bigger window there. Get like a couple of small windows there maybe. Well, certainly on this I put a 2 window there to be into the garden. So we get like a big window here looking out over the scenery. A little window here so you can check for visitors coming to the door. And just a solid wall on that side. Right. Let's convert all of this into decorative. And start building up. Yeah, like that. So we know that this is a solid wall going all the way around to there. Oops. Do I want 2 layers of decorative or I just want to go to regular logs at that point? I think probably regular at that point. I wonder if I'm able to convert these back into just regular planks if I put them in. Possibly. Anyway. So we then go... So, little window there. There's the bigger than I thought, 4. This whole bit's going to be a window all the way to there. And we have a window there. Can I put this back in here and work on it? Yes, I can. But I can't turn it into planks. I can only turn it into, like, furnishings. But if I do it that way, I can cheat and get them back into planks. Didn't know that that would work. I'm not going to have enough planks, but 2's the height of a door, right? So we can start working this. Well, actually I did have enough, just. So there we go, we have our walls built. Now, does this give me enough left to make some doors, or do I want doors made from something else? I think I want doors made from something else. Right, there's the birch. No, I'll leave that for now. Light wood half slab, 14, so I needed 15 because I forgot about that door. So I do need a piece of birch. So I need to put that in there and grab one of those. Forgot about that too. And there we go, and there's the floor. So you come up the hill, you come here, you've got the entrance, you come into here. Probably have chests maybe around here. Or maybe set up like a little table and something, and chairs. We have a little staircase in the corner here. It leads up to an upper floor, where our bed will be. And we go out into here, we'll have a garden, and do we maybe dig into the mountain here and make like a workshop inside the mountain, where like all the workbenches and stuff would be? That might be fun. Right. What wood are we using for the upper floor area? Maple? Ash? I'm going to use maple for the doors. And the windows. So yeah, because that makes lumberjack stuff, and that can be quite good. But then I'm not going to have enough to make windows from that. Times 3, that'll give me 6 windows. And how many windows am I going to need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, definitely wouldn't be enough. Things lit up. So what we're going to do about our windows then? That's only going to get me 6. And I need 12. Redwood logs then? Oops, I hit a button and auto sorted. Didn't mean to do that, but oh, never mind. Right, I was going to do lumberjack as well, so that's fine. And there we are, windows. lumberjack shelf, lumberjack sign, lumberjack table. What do we need for that? Why is it saying I can't make it? Because I don't have enough wood. Lumberjack chair. The upper area where we're going to put the bed, do we just make that a platform? Like we have a big tall roof and we have like a mezzanine up there. So we would use platforms and then you put the bed on the platforms. That might be how we go about it. Right, and what's my next biggest chunk of wood, because that's going to make my roof? Beech, okay. Because I am going to need a lot of roof. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80. This isn't 10 by 10, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 10. And then you've got 6 there. 106. Okay, I need to do a lot more. Right, and I still never picked up the bedroll I had down here, did I? I've left it here. So this is going to take a bit more than I realised. I wasn't planning to do a particularly long stream today. I've already gone 30 minutes more than I was intending to do because this was just meant to be a little experiment before tomorrow's stream. Whoops. Hello, Mojo. Mojo, look! Seed 0 works, and you spawn there in front of a whopping great big mountain with a mine shaft in it. There's a mine right there. Spawn there, mine there. Like, how's this for a spawn? And you get this beautiful view. The temple's over there, just in the mists. I'm building a house up here, but check out this view. So this is going to be my garden. How's this for a view? And you got these caves both access lower parts of this mine. But the mine here is just, you're just straight in. It's fully accessible. There's a big shaft there. It goes out of the mountain there, out of the mountain there, out of the mountain here. You can just access any part of it. You just wander around and access it. It's like this has to be one of the maddest starts you could get. Like all the stone and like copper ore and everything that you would need for your start of the game. Like there's probably iron ore in here somewhere. Because they moved all the ores to mines, I think. Or near mines. So having a mine literally within like what, 20 blocks of spawn? But I realised my house design requires an awful lot more material for making the roof than I planned, so I need to go and deforest the area and probably kill my view a bit. So we're going to knock down trees over that side that I can't see. But yeah, apparently putting 0 in as a seed actually works. Would you like me to spend a minute showing you how to do that? Put myself someplace safe first. Because I did do it at the start of the video, I showed how I was doing the experiment. But you wouldn't have seen that. So, yeah. Right. We will quit the main menu here. Close game. And then I go and open the launcher. So on the launcher you go up here where it says settings. You see this tiny little thing in the corner? And you go open directory. And in here, and just double check this is still showing, yes? Yes, good. So in here we're going to user data, saves, find the world that you're wanting to edit. So I call this one 0 for 0. If you want to make a new world, go make the new world first. And once you've loaded into the world, just immediately quit out of it. You don't do anything in the world, you just quit out of it. So you go in here, you're looking for universe, worlds. If you're doing this, you would delete the players folder just so that there's no glitches when you edit the seed. Go into worlds, default, and you need to open this config.json file and use WordPad. So it might be trying to open in something else, just open it in WordPad, it'll be fine. Delete these two because that's ones you've already loaded. When you load it into the game, these are the initial chunks and resources around your spawn. So delete those because you won't need them. And when you open this, open with Notepad. Oops, didn't mean to double size that. You get this coming up. And you get this line here that says seed. And you can basically input a number here. The one it gave me for this world before I changed it to 0 was 13 digits long. So there's a very large amount of numbers because 0 is valid all the way up to like some 13-digit monstrosity. But you can also change like the world gen type. You could change its name in here as well. If you wanted to change the name, you could just edit it between the quotes there. But that's where you do it. That's where the seed goes. And then once you've done that, you would just close those down. You go back into your launcher. This is where you can change the patch line. So you've got release, which is like what everybody's playing, and pre-release, which is like if you want to do the testing side of it. So I'm on the pre-release path. You just close that down, play, and then go into your world. It will force a regen of the world because you've deleted all the generation already. So this one here that says test, this is the same map as this one. These two have the same map. But then we go in here. And you saw there on that file it showed seed and a 0. My computer's been running slow, so this takes a second to boot up. And ta-da! Is that a bear camped out on the mountain? I think that's a bear camped out on the mountain. But yeah, it's It looks really complicated, but once you learn how to do it, it's super fast. You press a few buttons, you type a number, you close it all down. It takes like minutes. Eventually they'll have a system like Minecraft does, where you just input it at the start. But at the moment, you've got this more beta tester way of doing it, where you go in and edit the files. Oh, that's where I report bugs. Boop. But what I can do for you later, Mojo, is I can record or take a clip of me showing it earlier from this stream and send it to you, just so you've got like a reference video that you can work through. Or if I can find the YouTube video that I watched to figure it out, I'll send you a link to that. So I'll have a look for that. It's got to be in my history somewhere. I should be able to find it. It'll take me a while, but I should be able to find it. But yeah, so you can, using that method, you can make any seed. So if you found a good seed that you were using in your stream, and you wanted to have the same world for messing around with, for doing like testing, like I've got my test one there where I can just muck about and do stuff and not care about it breaking my live stream world. Although I might transfer the live stream world over to 0, because that spawn is just too funny. I mean, look at like the amount of rubble you're just getting just everywhere here, trees everywhere, a whole freaking mountain's worth of stone. Like the amount of resources you have access to right at the start. What kind of wood do I want for my roof? Is it this one? What are you? You are beech. Yeah. So I need like 1,000,000 more of those. Is that one beech or is that oak? Right, that one's oak. That's too dark, that's probably oak. That'll be beech over there by the river, actually. Hello, Tetra Bird. Is this one beech as well? Yes, it is. So the beech trees must be running along the river. Okay, okay. I can work with that. I would recommend you get the mod where it lets you see what blocks you're looking at. Yeah, I keep meaning to grab that and I keep forgetting to do it. I've been trying to play without mods so far. I've looked at a few, but I haven't actually installed any. 69, need a bit more yet. Well, there's 2 more trees, that should probably go. There's another cave here. Yeah, it would make things easier, but I'm also a little worried that it would kind of get in the way, because like you're always going to be looking at something. So it's like always going to be in the corner saying, you are looking at this. Unless you're like looking at water or something and it doesn't show, but... I love these halberds. Halberds are way too much fun. Right, that should be enough wood. Right, I want to try and at least finish the house here, and then I can finish the stream. So unfortunately I wasn't looking at your stream at the end there, so I didn't see who you raided into, but my phone was sitting on Confused Cat, so I assume you raided into Cat. Now, I specifically want a tall roof because I want to have enough space to fit in like a mezzanine floor where I'm going to put the bed. I'm thinking I only need about half the floor to, like half the roof I mean to. So what we're going to do is we're going to take half these blocks out just now. We're going to cut that one and craft all, and then we'll start figuring out how the roof works. See, this is the bit where it's going to be a little weird. You'll have roof there, linking part there. Whoops. That's in the wrong spot. Yeah, I'll probably do something similar, maybe raid into Cat as well, I don't know yet. Doing roofs isn't any easier in this than it is in Minecraft. Eh. And then I want a second layer of this type of roofing, or do I? I think I do, yes. Right. I need something I can use as a placeholder just so I can stack the roof on it. Dirt, that'll do. Excuse me. You can stand on the roof. You did it just a minute ago. Whoa. That was not the side of the roof we wanted to fall off. Come on, get up there. place this. Ooh, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Over here's where it's going to get rather interesting. Okay, it does work. Take that out. I can probably make this window bigger because this is the one with a view, and I probably want different windows in it, ones I can actually see out of. We'll probably make that a double window. That's going to be like aspects. We have like a table and chairs over here. And we'll have a mezzanine using a platform up here. And that's where the bed's going to be. And we'll probably put shelving along here with like chests on top for storage. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. So I needed this extra height because I wanted to throw in that like extra flooring layer. Right, I've only got 6 of these left, but that's fine because we're going to do a shallower angle and then flat piece. So we need 10. I better do extra and be like 24 or something. Softwood roof, shallow. To make it a 2, and then I probably don't even need the flat piece. Let's try that one then. Let's say if I do this, I might not even need to put in the flat piece. Now, can I just attach this directly onto this roof? No, so I do need to do that whole stick a piece of dirt there. It'll be that little piece I'll have trouble with for the roof. Doing it this way. Oh, this roof feels huge from this angle. Like, how am I going to link this together? I probably need to use some of the single, like, lower sloped ones. How big is this? Wow! I've got to, like, finish building this wall, and it's a solid wall because there's no point putting windows onto a mountain. And this becomes big giant window. Maybe I use the windows as railings on the mezzanine, so I'll take these ones out and put them as a barrier. Be a couple short, I need to make some more, but Opemic. And I probably said that completely wrong, but going fine. I'm just trying to finish building this weird house I designed that I had not exactly thought through before I started building it. Yeah, whoops. It's the entrance. I need to change the entrance. That's what's messing me up. Although I do like this whole like roof jutting out bit. I think it just needs that first layer, and then we have a flat roof there linking back into the rest of it. So I think that's what we need to do here. I think that's how we make that work. That in? Does that link? No. If I take that out. No, I think we just make that flat. I think that's just going to work the easiest. So I need 4 flat pieces for that bit of roof. Probably make a second chest here. Because that one isn't enough on its own. Well, I just kicked everything out of the chest? What? Right, that's the spare on his hours. Have you hit affiliate status? Well, congratulations, yeah, I've been affiliate for about a year and a little bit now. I'm not working towards partner because that is a completely unachievable goal for somebody with a full-time job that works 40 hours a week and does 6 YouTube videos a week and does this. It's just not happening. No way I am ever going to achieve partner, and I'm not going to kill myself trying. I'm smart enough to know better than that. Let's get beech wood out, because that's what we were using. I need 4 flat ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the rest of it we're going to turn into logs. How many do I need? I don't suppose it matters. Craft all of them. Bush. Okay, knock that out. Just don't need that anymore. Like I say, advice isn't going to make any difference. Something that isn't going to happen isn't going to happen. There's no two ways about that. Because I don't have the kind of time that you need to become partner. Excuse me, I was aiming for that gap there. Why are you up there? Huh? What's good? Excuse me? Do what you're told. Come on. Boop. If you're just going to suggest things like, oh, get this new model and this artwork and spend all this money, you can forget getting the Discord, because I don't have any money to spend on this. Anything I do on the stream model wise or that, I will do myself off my own back. So if you're just here to sell me stuff, go pester someone else. I've already had somebody in here today trying to sell me stuff, and frankly, I don't care. You can all go away. Right, so we're going to change this into like a bigger window, weren't we? So I need to knock all this out. I need to figure out what window type I put in it to fill the gap that still lets me see out. Because I want to make the most of the view. Because we don't have like the glass windows that you would get in like Minecraft. You want to like take advantage of that view. You want to frame it. Right, just dealing with a pop-up there. Right, get rid of that bit of dirt, don't need that there. Now how big do I want this window? That's probably overkill. I'll bring this down on either side here and just have the big bit in the middle. That person can just go away. Sorry, but I'm not dealing with these people today. Oh, I forgot I need the decorated bit there. I should have a couple of those left. Right? Oh no, I converted them all back, didn't I? Doing that. Hey Mojo, did you know you could do that? That you can put your plank into the thing, tweak the input, and pull the plank back out as a different kind of plank? Because I just found that out today. So there's the big window. If I put that in there, and then you do there, and I turn it back into planks, boink! Crude platform. simple wooden platform. I don't think 8's going to be enough though. Ash log. What do you turn into? Also simple wooden platform. Perfect. Right. How big do I want this platform? I think we maybe make a stair up to it, or do we make a ladder? If it's going to be a mezzanine, maybe make a ladder. So we have a space in the corner for ladders. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then maybe another 3 layers from that, that would be 6. That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 6, 12, 18. And then another 5, which is what, 23? Since it's working in 2s, I'll need to make 24. So we'll craft. Oops, wrong thing, so we'll put that in. Craft. And there we go. So the simple wooden window can probably be seen through a bit better, but we'll worry about the window in a second. Yeah, we need to be that level. Need some ladders. Crude ladder. Yeah, simple wooden ladder. And then we're up here. Yay. So I probably want to block that off. Not sure about that yet, but I've got extra platform still, but that's just enough to make that, and then I'd maybe have one spare, didn't I? Torch will probably act as a barrier. No, you can walk straight through the torch. Okay. I'm not worried though. there's our rail. So we can still look out that giant window. Seal this up with a couple of chests. And we put a bed like here. Yeah, I think that works. And then let's see. Furniture craft. I still haven't worked out where all these workbenches are going to go, but they'll sit here for now. Right, basic bed craft. There. The following respawn point is too close, minimum distance is 500 blocks to the current respawn point and will be removed. Do you want to proceed? The bed that we've got over there. Yes. And then we can sleep through the night. So now all I have to do to finish at least this stage of the house is figure out what's happening with that window and seal this hole here. Hole sealed. Okay, so what are we doing about that window? So what's all the different materials I might be able to make windows out of? All the woods, and maybe stone, I don't know. No windows from stone. Alright, that has that one. Just a crude one, which not so good. That's also crude. That gives us simple, but 8's not going to be enough to fill in that gap. Since I'm going to need 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. So I need more wood. Oh wait, I had the 2 chests to go and put in that wall there, didn't I? So they're still usable. Doot and doot. Storage. Make a crude table and a crude stool. Lamps. Yeah, that's chests, that's beds. So like tables and chairs, can I only make them in the normal workbench? Like, apparently. crude wardrobe, crude table, crude sign, large crude wood shelf. Right, you know what? I think we're done for today. I've gone almost an hour and a quarter over what I intended to do for a stream today, so I think we're done. Let's get inside out the way. Yeah, this is going to be a fun space to work with. So we're going to put like a table here, have some chairs around it, a little bit of decoration on it. I don't know, maybe bookshelves or something here, and something here, but I need to remember to leave space for the ladder. You get to just stand here and look out at the view, even in the rain. Okay. Quit the desktop. Pop this back onto scene 1 for now. So who are we raiding? We said we might raid Cat, so let's see what's Cat actually up to. 7 days to die. Huh. Excuse me, I muted that, so mute. Who else we got? I've got Drasty and Minecraft. Anybody else doing Hytale? No, nobody's doing Hytale. Huh, weird. I just raided Cat the other day, so we should probably raid somebody else. Any suggestions? Guess I can go see who's playing Hytale. See if there's anybody that, well, that I don't know. Let's see. So basically, I'm looking at anyone here playing Hytale and see if there's anybody that looks fun. Suke Kitsune? Oh, it's a bunny girl, Solvy Bun. Don't know, it looks like they're kind of on a getting ready to finish kind of screen here, a bit like me. Oh well. Bunny might have been funny. Lots of people playing Hytale, but I'm following or like even recognise as somebody that I've looked at previously. Oh well. Going back to my list then, who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Ah, you know what? I'm not even going to do a raid today. I'm just going to call it there. Yeah, I think that'll do. Alright, so we'll have another stream tomorrow, and I've got to decide which one of these two worlds that I have here I'm going to be playing on now. Do I continue on with Zero or do I continue on with Livestream? Livestream's further along, but Zero might be more fun. Ah well, that's my problem for tomorrow. So, I'll hope to see you there, and remember, if you are interested in getting the game and looking to support my channel, I am now part of the creator program. So I have my creator code. There should be a pinned comment in here somewhere. I'm hoping it's still there. And it has my code in it, which is C_Wildcat. So basically my name that you can see here on the screen, just minus the HRIS. Just smoosh it together. And I tried to keep it simple for you guys. I thought I would just go in Wildcat, but I was worried that might be already taken, so I threw in the little C in front of it. But yeah, so if you want to get the game and you want to support us, feel free to use that code. If you have somebody else's code and you'd rather support their channel, I'm not going to gripe. You do what you have to do. But yeah, so I hope to see you tomorrow, and see you in the wilds.